night has a story, a truth, and this is where we shared here at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Welcome, any wonderful evening to you, no matter where your journey finds you listening. It's another Tuesday, and I'm glad you're able to tune in. It's always an exciting feeling to be in the studios to bring you truth that we often don't talk about. Well, you're tuned into the Tuesday edition of the Unspoken Truth titled Which Way Nigeria on the People's Dial, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I'm your host, your one and only radio nighttime partner, and my name is Diola. I always say this every time on the show that the Unspoken Truth isn't just a show. It's where we come together to face what is real. And I always say that this is our space dedicated to, voicing those genuine thoughts and, those unfiltered truth. And on Tuesdays like this, what we do on the show. We talk about those societal issues affecting us and suggest solutions. It's that platform for real, uncomfortable sometimes, and necessary conversations about who we are as a people and where we are headed. So, which way Nigeria? We keep asking that question. Which way Nigeria? Trust me, this goes beyond politics. We've talked about politics all through the day. This particular one is about you, it's about me, and it's about all of us. And that's why your voice, your contribution to this conversation truly matters. And today on Which Way Nigeria, we're tackling something that quietly shapes our homes, our children, and ultimately our nation. I'm talking about the way responsibilities are shared within our families, split responsibilities in the family, and how it affects our society. Now, before we get started, I want you to remember that this is a conversation. So I definitely want to hear from you as we go along. I want you to send in your comments. You can call in or drop your thoughts on our live chat if you're watching on YouTube. The studio line 0700 903 903 903 or 08036999933 will be opened very soon. And you can as well even send us a message via the studio WhatsApp portal. That's 0817-175-6338. And like I said, you can join us live right now on the YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM to share your thoughts and opinions. Get into tonight's issue, split responsibility. We hear that, you might have heard it somewhere before. You might have even, talked about it before. It might be happening in your family right now. You might have experienced it, with someone before. I mean, in a relative, family or something. You would have definitely come across this word, split or shared responsibility. Now, you see, the family is the first government, the first school, the first church, the first community every Nigerian belongs to. It's where we learn to give respect, is where we learn how to give respect, how to show that responsibility showing empathy and accountability. But when the family roles break down, when one person in the family is overburdened, when the father checks out, is tired, when the mothers are left to carry everything, to shoulder it all, or where the children grow up without guidance, that issue doesn't just stay in the home. It spills out into the society. It becomes an issue we have to address in our society. Now let's look around. Look around. We see rising youth delinquency, drug abuse here and there, cultism, a generation that sometimes feels lost. They don't even know what they're doing anymore. Many of these issues now can be traced back to homes where responsibilities were either abandoned or unfairly shared. Now, for example, when the parents are absent, either physically or emotionally, you don't have to be absent. It's not until you are physically absent before you can be absent. You can be absent emotionally. Now, when either of the parents is absent or even the parents are absent, children often look elsewhere for guidance, and sometimes in the wrong places. Most times in the wrong places. When fathers feel like parenting is solely a mother's job, or when mothers are left with no support, stress builds, and there is resentment, hatred comes in, arguments, fight, and the children suffer. So split responsibility, what exactly does it mean? In simple terms, it's about how, tasks, how duties, how the roles at home are shared between members of the family. The husband and the wife, the parents, the children, even extended relatives who live under the same roof. We know that. But here's the question, the real question. Are we sharing responsibilities fairly in Nigerian homes? Or are we still stuck in the old way of doing things? Because traditionally, Nigerian homes have always looked like this. The man provides. The husband is known to be the provider of the family. The wife takes care of the home, runs the home, do the laundry, cooks, and everything. But these days, things are changing. Women are now going to work. Women are earning. Sometimes men stay at home. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Things are no longer how they used to be or how they were. The world is evolving. And same thing goes for our homes, our families. And like I said, children are now even more aware than ever. So this split responsibility I'm talking about is bigger than household chores or bills. This is about shaping the next generation of Nigerians who will lead, build, and sustain our nation. Now, like I said, because the home is the first school every Nigerian grows up in. Do you understand me? It's about whether boys grow up understanding respect and responsibility, whether girls grow up knowing their worth, whether boys grow up understanding how to be respectful, how to take up responsibilities, and be accountable for every decision you make. Whether children grow up seeing unity or otherwise. And so we must ask, which way? What's the way out? How do we even redefine roles so that parenting and home building are a shared mission? How do we break cultural stereotypes? That sense of reasoning or ideology that has to do with one parent, especially the mothers, are to shoulder the weight, shoulder the responsibility of the family. at home, you have to do this, do that, do that one. Yeah, it's the mothers that are supposed to do that. How do we break away from those reasonings, those ideologies? And more importantly, how do we as a society support families so they can raise stable, responsible citizens? Which way, Nigeria? This conversation is personal. It's about homes and, by extension, the future of Nigeria. And that's why your contribution to the conversation this evening, this night, is very vital, because this is about every one of us. It's about all of us. Let me even share with you a young couple in a family. Yeah, the couple, they are very, very, very young, and they are both working class people. The husband is actually an engineer in a construction company. I'd rather not discuss the name of the company. And the wife is a banker. They leave home early and they get back late. We know the situation of things in particularly Lagos. Yeah, we know the situation of things. But when they return, the husband just wants to relax. After all, is the man of the house. That's how we put it. The woman, on the other hand, has to cook, has to clean, has to take care of the kids. Have you done your assignment? Have you done this? Have you prepared your clothes for the next day? Have you done this? Have you done that? Sometimes she also has to bring work home. Now let me ask you, what happens in that situation? Because the wife is stressed out, the husband also feels entitled, like, yes, it's your duty to cook and give me dinner. There is tension in the house already. They start fighting. The children notices. And in fact, let me mention this. This situation has led to increase in divorce cases. A lot of divorce cases in the society today. Like there was something I saw in the media sometimes, not too long ago. They were talking about a lady came to them saying that she got married. Before she got married to her husband, they had a conversation, the two of them, saying, okay, how do we work in the family? Like, when we eventually get married, how do we go about our affairs? Do you want to work? Do you want me to be the only one working? Do you want to do this? Okay, do you want us to hire a maid? They talked things out, right? And now the situation where it got interesting was that the lady, according to her, she wanted to work because she loved her job, not necessarily because of the pay, and not because her husband was pushing for it. Her husband was okay doing the whole provision in the family, right? But she just wanted to work because she loved her career. And they had a conversation, but the agreement was that she was going to be an upgraded, according to her, in her words, she was going to be an upgraded housewife, in the sense that she does the cleaning, she cooks, she does the laundry, everything at home. She takes care of the kids at home, right? And she still works, but her contribution financially is out of it, like, according to the conversation she had with her husband. Now, where I'm heading to is, along the line, it became overbearing. She couldn't do it for so long. And then she went to hire a maid without probably speaking to her husband about it. That became an issue between the both of them, and she filed for a divorce. So that's where I'm heading to, that most of the times, when responsibilities are not shared, not necessarily have to be equally, but when responsibilities are not shared, it has led to this situation of overbearing. One person is tired, one person is so worked out, and along the way they quit because you can't go further, you cannot handle it. And that's the problem, because guess what, your children are learning something. They are learning that it is okay for men to check out of the family responsibility. They are learning that women should always overwork themselves to hold everything together. Now, fast forward 20 years later, go check those kids' life. They repeat the same cycle in their own families. That is because of what they've seen their parents do at home. And the society continues like that. Do you now see the effect it has? Do you see the effect of all of this conversation we are having? So here is what I want us to think about. Are Nigerian families doing enough to teach shared responsibilities? I mean, should responsibilities in the family be shared equally, like 50-50? As the husband, okay, I'm doing this, my wife, you must do that. I'm paying for lights, my wife, you must pay the children's school fee. I'm providing, I'm buying you clothes, I'm bringing food to the table, my wife, you must also pay for the house rent. Should it be that way? Or is there another way to go about all of this generally? Well, this evening, it's just going to be a you and I conversation. And I'm actually eager to hear from you, my audience, and especially your solutions to the conversation we are having in the studio. Like I said earlier, to be a part of this conversation, you can reach us via the studio line 0700 903 903 903, or you want to call 08036929933. You can as well, drop your opinion, your thoughts on the studio WhatsApp line. That's 0817-175-6338. And like I mentioned earlier, you can join us live on YouTube right now at Voice of the People 90.3 FM to share your thoughts and opinion. We'll also open the phone lines. Actually, we'll come to the court of public opinion, and we'll give you that platform to actually share your truth. But we're going to go on a quick music break, and then I come to you like you have the chance to join the conversation. I'll leave you with the sound, with the voice of Sonny Okosu, titled Which Way Nigeria. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back.
To go. I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. I want to know. Yes, I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. I want to know. I want to know which way Nigeria. Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start. How long shall we be patient before we reach the promised land? Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. Which way Nigeria? Which way? Which way Nigeria? Tell me which way to go. I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. Yes, I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Every little thing that goes wrong, we start to blame the government. We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. Which way Nigeria? Which way? Which way Nigeria? Tell me. Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Inefficiency and indiscipline is ruining the country now. Corruption here, there, and everywhere. Inflation is soaring high. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh, sure, sure.
I want to know.
Yes, I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
We made mistakes during the oil boom, not knowing that was our doom. Some people now have everything, while many, many have nothing. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't fall.
Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah,
I want to know.
yes I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Green revolution is a reality. Let's give it a chance to grow. Let's join our hands to farm the land so we can have enough food to show. Let's save Nigeria so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh sure,
I want to know.
yes I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Our ambition to be millionaires is running the country down. We all want to be millionaires and to live in the air. Oh, let's save Nigeria so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yeah,
I want to know.
yes we want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Remember that a simple step is the beginning of a million miles. Let's start right now to repeat ourselves so as to make the country smile. Let's save Nigeria so Nigeria won't die.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh sure,
I want to know.
yes I want to know.
Which way Nigeria is heading to?
Heaven and earth will pass away, it is written in the book of God. The good people will surely find their ways, and the meek will inherit the world. Let's save Nigeria so Nigeria won't fall.
Which way Nigeria?
Which way?
Which way Nigeria? Which way to go?
Which way to go?
I love my fatherland.
Oh yes,
I want to know.
we want to know.
Which way
Welcome back from that music break. You know, there's something about Sonny Okosun's music. Every time we keep asking which way, and it hits deep. It stirs something inside and really makes us to pause and ask, what truly is the way forward for us Nigerians? And that's the more reason why I'm here, right? You're tuned to the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. If you've just joined us, this is The Unspoken Truth, and you're listening to our Tuesday edition, Which Way Nigeria. My name is Diola, your radio nighttime partner. Well, before the break, we were talking about split responsibilities in the family and how it affects our society. But before we come to the court of public opinion, I really want you to understand the situation here. Does sharing responsibility really mean 50-50 all the time? Because in some families now, the man tells them, the husband actually tells the wife, you pay for light, I'll pay the house rent, you pay for this, I'll pay for that. Is it appropriate for the husband to tell the wife that you do this, I'll do that, I'll sort this, you do this? Is that actually appropriate? Because if you check countries like Sweden and Norway, they are known for shared parenting policies. Like men actually take paternity leaves, and women work, household run like a team. And studies show that those societies are more stable, kids are much more happier, and marriages last longer. So let me ask, can we apply this in Nigeria? Well, I've said a whole lot, but now is the time. We want to hear from you, because this is a conversation for all of us, right? I want to hear from you, our audience, as you're listening wherever you are. 0700 903 903 903 or 08036999933 are the numbers to call to join the conversation. You can also share your thought with us via the studio WhatsApp line 0817 175 6338. And like I said, my name is Diola. You're listening to the Which Way Nigeria on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. In your families, how are responsibilities shared? Do you think it's fair? Should men do more at home? Yes, they say that women are the home keepers, or women are the housekeepers of the family. That is understandable. But let me give you a scenario now. The wife goes to work. Yeah, she's a career woman. She goes to work, and probably before she's done at work, it takes she's done by let's say 5 o'clock, and she's someone staying at let me use Badagry as an example. You stay at Badagry as the wife, and our workplace is situated on the highland, like VI and all of that. Definitely before she gets back home, it's going to 9 p.m. or thereabouts. That's if the traffic is light. And you, as the husband, you've been home since morning. Probably your work is more convenient for you. But in that situation, you get home before your wife, or you've actually even been at home, you work from home, you do remote jobs. Are you going to wait for your wife to get back from work before you eat, before the children eat, before they do their homework, before you definitely know everything I'm about to ask? Is that how it's going to be for you? I want you to tell me when you call on the show this evening, because these things happen. Yes, we see them a lot. The wife will come home late because of her job and all of that. How have you been able to cope? How do you maintain all of this? Should responsibilities be 50-50? I already explained this. Is it that, okay, yes, no matter the type of job we are both doing, we are sharing the responsibilities 50-50? What about in situations, let me even tell you guys this one, in situations where the wife is even earning more than the husband now? Yeah. Is it also mandatory? Is the husband supposed to also tell the wife that, yes, so my wife, you are still bringing this, despite the fact that I'm not earning up to you? Or is it supposed to be voluntarily, like the wife saying, okay, my husband, let me do this, I see you are trying, you've been pushing, let me do this on my home part? Is that how it's supposed to be? Well, you tell me when you call. I can see that the phone line is already buzzing. What about husbands? Because I must mention this one too. What about husbands that shoulders the house responsibility, the family responsibility alone, knowing fully well that the wife is actually working? Yeah. But the husband tells the wife that, I know you are working, but your money, just keep your money, or if you want to, yes. But the husband is not pushing it. The husband is not even telling the wife to bring anything. Yeah, yes, I'm the man of the house and I will shoulder everything. Is that how it's supposed to be? We want to understand this situation, because this ideology keeps going on, it keeps rotating in the society, and it's becoming an issue. it's bringing about a lot of diverse cases, and we don't want that in our society. Well, it's time to open the studio lines and get your thoughts on this conversation. 0700-903-903-903 or 08036929933. Like I said, you can even join us, drop your opinion via the YouTube channel. You can join us live at Voice of the People 90.3 FM, or you send your message via the studio WhatsApp portal 0817-175-6338. Let's talk about this. Who is my first caller? Hello. Hello. Good evening. Good evening to you.
How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Alright. You will do this your English.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Good evening to you.
Alright. This is Mr. Ikemba.
All right. Good evening to you, Mr. Ikemba. Welcome to the show.
Alright. Women. Okay, first of all, are you married?
I'd rather not disclose that.
You said?
I'd rather not disclose that.
I can't. I don't understand.
Can you hear me? Like,
Yes.
I'm saying that I'll prefer not to say if I'm married or not.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now, you see, you women,
Okay.
on a good problem. Even if number one, even if the man give you heaven and earth, the man still not never do anything. And so on a bit. Then about he say if she's working at it, until she comes back to eat.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like somebody like me now,
Yeah.
I don't know how to cook. So if she can cook and store it on maybe somewhere, then I will prepare it for my children to eat before she comes back.
Okay.
So for kids to learn, okay.
Okay.
Now about contribution, she's making her own money, okay. But if she's making her own money now, she has to be contributing.
Like you tell your wife that, oh, you have to do this in the family.
Yes. I'll tell her now. But maybe if I see that my own is the burden is too much on me, I will tell her now.
Okay.
I'll tell her.
Are you married? Can I ask you a question? Are you married?
Mr. I say my name is Mr. Ikemba.
All right. Okay. I wanted to be sure.
Mr. Ikemba.
Thank you.
If it is brother, you will ask me, but this is Mr.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution.
All right.
Well, for someone saying, Diola, please can you go again with the numbers? You were too fast. I'll do that again. 0700 903 903 903. Or you want to call 080 36 92 9933. You want to drop a message for us via the studio WhatsApp line. The number is 0817 175 6338. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm a visitor in Lagos. I'm calling from Ekoto.
All right. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, good evening. Before, I love the way you call number. It helped me tell Esther that the way you used to call number is very hard to catch.
You said what?
Esther. The other your colleague, the one who used to do some program.
Okay.
You usually call the number very fast.
Well, we're sorry about that, but she will note it.
I will tell you something. I'm not man. I will tell you.
You said what?
As I'm going to talk to you, I just want to complain to you.
All
I
right.
said the way you call this number,
We are sorry.
the way you call is very, very good.
Okay,
I
thank
hope
you.
too far.
Okay.
Are you getting my
All right,
drift?
okay.
Yeah.
Please go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, my contribution is the four sons we work there. Two of them have a duty. And the most important thing for them to draw close to God. The woman is the head.
You said
Are you
what?
getting me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Your wife is a helper to you. And no woman usually accepts that she has money. But if you are living in peace with your wife, he will be helping you if you are stressed.
Okay.
And the man is supposed to know how to cook. Then if you cannot cook, your wife will drive a very good choice. I used to do it. I'm a man of about 20 years now. I usually wash my wife's clothes.
Okay.
Using her inner wear.
Hmm.
And she drives joy from it. She used to tell me, but when I found out that I'm doing this thing, we are living in peace. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So, but when you want to start saying you are in charge, who is not in charge? The house is not their own. The woman owns it. What he owns is the woman. So a man has no right over the house.
You mean the man has no right to tell his wife that you're supposed to pay for this?
Listen to me, I'm giving you a proverb.
Okay.
The woman owns the house.
All right.
Then the man owns the woman. So when you come to the house, you will help your wife. That's one pertaining cooking. Or even if she cannot cook, if she's preparing, you can help her. Your children will drive joy. And my daddy used that tip. But if you're saying this is the duty of my wife, you can relax. Who don't want to relax? For example, your wife is a banker, as you said before. This one is an engineer. You people come back by 9 o'clock in the night. How will the children cook? How will the children eat?
Right.
Then the wife is supposed to stay in the, if you know, you don't want the wife to do it, then you have to be a housewife full. Whatever she needs, you give her. But if she's working, follow her gentle. Love her, show her that you and her are able. You will enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now that was a whole lot of, talk and opinion. If you ask me, the first caller said something, the second caller, made another suggestion, another contribution, and it just feels like this is making a whole lot of sense. For some people, they believe despite no matter how your work can be tight, you come home and you fulfill your responsibility as the wife. Well, let's get more people opinion on this conversation. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes, this is Kemi from Egbeda.
Kemi from
Egbeda.
Egbeda. Good evening. Good to have you join me tonight.
So my opinion, this matters to.
Hello. Okay, I think she left, but you can try to, reconnect. You can try to connect with us again. And like as I was saying, this situation is tricky because, when you talk about it, when you hear someone talk about it, you feel like, what are they saying? The man is the house of the family, and yes, he must do all of this. At the same time, remember I said that the world is evolving to the extent that, the world is changing in the sense that women now go to work. Women now work. They don't stay at home. Nobody wants to be a full housewife anymore. Now, when we find ourselves in this situation, how do we go about the affairs of the family? Do you share responsibility with your wife equally? Do you say, it has to be 50-50? Or do you say, okay, we share responsibilities, but as the man, I'll still take 80% and you take 20%? You tell me when you join the conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
Yeah. I just want to make a little complain about what you just said.
All right.
Woman doesn't have rights.
Sorry, can you tell me your name and where you're calling from before you proceed? Is that fine by you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Motiu. I'm calling from Matamata Town.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. You can proceed.
Yeah. Actually, maybe the woman is working, maybe when it's working, it can be coming back later or blah, blah, like that.
Yes.
But after for the baby or for the husband, maybe the husband doesn't have a work or he has a work, or maybe it's coming later or that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm marrying him because of you're my wife. You have to take care of my baby and you have to take care of the family. Right?
Yes.
So, being married, wife have to take care of the house, anything responsibility. Because the man is responsible as the head of the house. He's the head of the king of the house. So, the wife has to do her own responsibility. Also, the man also has in himself have to do one or two things. But it's the man that is taking care of the baby and everybody in the family. You understand where I'm driving to?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Huh? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Oh. I'm sorry you had to leave like that, but I was hearing you clearly. You can still join the conversation. You can still try to connect back with us to, still give us what your thoughts are on this issue. Well, let me see if I can take a couple of messages that we have here. This one is coming from Blessing at Ikotun saying, well, Diola, this one you brought to the show this evening. For me, I think the responsibilities should be shared but not dictated to the wife. The husband can speak to the wife and they know how to go about the affairs in their family. They should talk things out, but it is better when it is shared, so one person is not overburdened. I think that's what she's trying to say. Well, thank you so much, Blessing, coming from Ikotu. And this one is coming from Thomas Agopalas. And Thomas is saying, good evening, Diola. For me, my wife has to be involved in the affairs of the family. We have to share it. But it doesn't have to be 50-50, but we have to share responsibility. That's coming from Thomas. Now, like I said, we see a lot of, we see a lot of things happen in families where the wife even tells the husband that I can't be cooking, no, I can't do the cooking for you. I can't be the one to be washing your clothes. I can't be the one to be doing this. Putting it in the husband's face, probably because she is the one bearing, the responsibility of the family. What do you do in that type of situation? Hello?
Good evening, madam.
Hello, good evening to you.
My name is Mr. Adigun.
Good evening, Mr. Adigun. Thank you for joining the program. Thank you.
The issue we are discussing is very, very important issue.
Thank you so much.
But the question is that during in the olden days, when our parents are living together as husband and wife,
right,
everybody has their own responsibility. It is the responsibility of a man that brought a woman into the house to take care of the woman. It is because of this economy as you see women working, and things are working fine. The women, they are to take care of the house, cooking. The husband to provide. But because of the economic situation of the country now, some men are requesting the wife to be passed. And according to we Muslims, it is our responsibility to take care of the wife. If the wife can give, there are some women that are very nice without even asking her to bring, contribute to the family, for the process of the family. But on a whole, for somebody to enjoy your child, you have to give a normal respect to the husband and do the thing. If you are having more than the husband, that does not mean that you should be overriding the husband. You have to let me support in this way. Once you know the capability of your husband, it's responsibility of woman to support if he wishes. But if he doesn't want, you as an husband, whatever you can do within your capability, it's advisable to do it, and so that there will be peace at home. But if somebody's wife, one's wife is somebody, is a woman that normally have the work, and you, the husband, you normally come early because you come from the work, it's good for husband to do the little he can do to assist the family, so that the pressure will not be too much on the women, because it might have stressed herself in her working place. So that is the way I look at it. There's nothing bad in somebody supporting your husband.
But for you,
yes, ma'am.
No, continue, please.
But for me, as far as I'm concerned, I cannot force my husband to support me if he wants. My only prayer is that God should be providing for me, so that I can be able to do my responsibility. Because I'm the one that brought her to my house. If he wishes, fine. If not, then my only prayer to God should be providing for me, so that I be able to meet up. And that is the way I look at it as far as I'm concerned. But I would just advise women, even though if you are having more than your husband, that respect must be there. And you should try to assist so that the pressure will not be too much on your husband. That is.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for that opinion. Do you have a lovely night, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, that was a whole lot from the last caller, explaining in detail what he thinks of the situation. He said left to him, he won't dictate to his wife to say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. His only prayer, and that's like what I'm bringing out from that particular conversation, from that contribution, that his prayer is that God bless him more and more, so that he can fulfill his duties, his responsibility as the husband, as the man of the house. And I pray that God is going to do just that for you. In Jesus' name, amen. Remember that this particular topic we're talking about can come in different phases. It could be for the fact that the man knows that the wife is working, but he doesn't want her to do anything. He prefers to bear, to shoulder the whole responsibility, and still have it that yes, my wife is working, but yes, her money, she should just keep her money. Well, we want to know what. Oh, hello.
About that. I didn't expect that you.
Thank you for tuning down the volume of your radio. Said good evening to you.
Diola or Mrs. Diola?
Diola.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, I got myself this night. I did not start the conversation, but when I heard the last caller, so I can be able to get what he's saying.
All right, thank you so much. Well, we've been talking about splitting responsibilities and how it affects the society. Should responsibilities in the family be shared equally between the wife and the husband, like 50-50, or this thing that the wife earns more than the husband? How is it supposed to be? Should the husband dictate what the wife is supposed to do in the family? That's just like the summary of everything we've been talking about.
Actually,
okay.
I do love it if my wife supports me at times.
Okay.
My wife said we do argue, and I do always let her know that I will come. I pray for you that God should bless you, even bless you than me there. And you like, how is it? Husband is the head of the family. I say, okay, husband is the head of the family. See, look at the decision of our country. We are both to help each other, so that your husband can last. So if the woman does not have, it's not by force. So, but it helps a lot when wife supports the husband. It helps a lot. Me, I don't reject it. Though. I don't reject it. Me, I love it. I love it with passion. Because it's only men.
But,
You cannot come back. But it's not by force. But a good rule supports
a husband.
You understand? That is the best. That is, especially the country that we have. No? So we don't need to start arguing or stress yourself that husband and wife no, don't give me. Some husband will like they will reject from their wife.
Yes.
Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean. I stay with, before I get married, I stay with my auntie.
Okay.
And like I've stayed with like 5 aunties. So I gather I gather before I get.
And what did you gather?
Yeah, so many things, so many experience from different, all of them like that. How to handle your home, so many situations. I will gather from someone who traveled to South Africa, stayed there for many years, and the only my auntie is at home. So of course that happens, so many things, movie play. I gather my mom there. I stay with someone one that they sack a husband from work. That was when I joined the family. So it's my that used to take care of everything, so many things. The man said he's shitting outside. So like that, so many things. So, but what is that if your husband support husband, if wife support husband, there's nothing bad in it.
Okay.
You understand? It's bad. I've seen there's one wife that take care of everything. The one the car is the wife, house is the wife, and respect is there. You understand? Respect is there. So, but that woman must respect the family. You understand? Must respect the husband. There's no because I'm the one that now let it get you. You work like that way. Yeah, the reason why some men are running for their wife to support is that pride.
I'm still coming there. Pride. Okay.
Yeah. So if there is no pride, so nothing bad in that. At least some as in sometimes ago now, my wife supporting me. May even make me to love her more. And it supported me, pay school fees, But
that's beautiful. That's beautiful to see, actually.
I'm still hoeing, but I know that one day I will pay back.
Did you say you're still hoeing her?
Yeah, I'm still hoeing. She's hearing me right now. So that is
okay.
Marriage, everything on the husband's head, especially in this everything. I see as this the country now. You understand? Even before I get married, I was like, before when you tell me about marriage, I can give you blow. But because I'm running for the responsibility, you understand? But God gave me an understandable wife. They understand my pockets. They understand how I'm hustling. That is just the important thing there. So if you don't understand yourself, conclusion is good for a woman to support.
Right.
Without pride. If pride is there, men will be running away for that. My name is Rafu. Rafu from Ilasa Isolo.
All right. Thank you so much, Rafu. I'm really happy. Did I pronounce it correctly?
You offended me.
You said what?
You offended me.
Ow.
Yeah, the day before the day of Mr. Lawal could have your birthday.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't think I remember that.
For his birthday, you guys is not played. That's what you guys did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
All right.
Is my apology accepted?
Sure. Because you guys.
Thank you so much, Raffle. Have a lovely night rest.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Thank you. Wow. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. The last caller mentioned so many things. If you were following the conversation carefully, he said something about pride. And I was still going to go there. You know, most times, ladies will earn more than their husbands. They tend to bring in that, little sense of arrogance. Feel like, okay, yes, I'm earning more than my husband. I'm the one footing the bill. I'm the one doing this in the house. I'm the one buying this in the house. And you forget that he is still the head of the family. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fact that you're earning more, you have the grace to earn more than your husband, should it be a room for you to disrespect him? That's also another conversation, right? Should it be an avenue for you to disrespect your husband in the presence of the children or even in their absence? Some women will even do it publicly. They don't even care. Like, even in the presence of your friends, whatever it is, they don't care. And like I said, which way? Where are we headed? We want to know. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Mr. Emmanuel.
Good evening, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, I'm calling from Tulare.
All right, good to have you join me this evening.
Yeah, like when it comes to raising a home, it is a core responsibility of the two parties.
Okay.
Now, yes, it is the core responsibility of the party, and that is why my belief system has been configured in a way that both the man and the woman, they are no longer two but one. They are no longer two but one. But in a situation whereby someone with an aberrated mentality will think that
Sorry, can I call you short? Can you please apologize?
Hello?
Please, because we have to, still be civil with our comment. We don't want to start insulting. We don't want to.
It's not insult. No. I'm not insulting. That is a deficiency in knowledge can lead, to this mindset that, I'm not in position to do this or to do that.
I understand your point of view. I'm just saying, I want you to go easy with your comments.
Okay.
Right, thank you so much.
Okay, so what is there is that if I thought that a peaceful home must be raised, where the children will love each other, it means the father, the mother should take responsibility. A man and his wife, they are to complement one another.
Right.
They are to complement one another. But in a situation whereby someone is seeing himself or herself as a stranger, then he or she can evade responsibility.
Okay.
To me, when it is the responsibility of the husband who is the head of the family, to oversee, the affair and to make provision, that is based on God's original agenda for man. But in a situation whereby the man lacks the ability to provide at that moment, if it is within the power of the woman to make provision, she should do it with joy. Yes, she should do it with joy. Yes, with joy. That is it.
Okay.
So yes. So, and doing that, brings a kind of a sense of belonging. Yes. Yeah. It is a commitment on our side. I've come to understand that if a woman cannot contribute, to the man's life while the man is alive, what if anything happens to the man, the children, cannot receive any help from her? That is just it. That is why I say some people, because my father died, I couldn't finish my school. I couldn't do this because why the woman is still alive. So now, no matter what, and no matter how little it is, you understand?
Yes.
I mean, both should be able to come together. No, I mean, not as two, but as one. Understand? So that two good hairs are better than one.
Definitely.
Understand? Yes. So what will make two good hairs better than one is the ability to be synergized, to be incorporated, integrated into a single, inseparable whole.
Okay.
Understand? So yes. Yeah. That mindset, me, I believe that, I mean, myself and my wife, I mean, there is joy in sharing things in common. There is joy in sharing responsibility. In fact, it is not even only in marriage. Anywhere one is found, no matter how little he or she can contribute, he should do it. That is impact. Life is all about impact. So if the husband can bring food, if what she can provide is the water to drink, let her do it with joy. And let the husband also understand that is what she can provide. Yes. Not insulting her that your mate are out there doing business, you are here, lazy at home. No. I don't want to talk much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for joining the program.
Okay, thanks.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Bye. Thank you.
Well, okay, let me start from where Mr. Emmanuel stopped, talking about being incorporated. Now, I think he was using some big grammars. What he's trying to say is, like when the wife and the husband, when they take themselves to the altar, they become one, right? So according to him, once you become one, there's no reason for you to say, act like a stranger. There's no reason for you to want to say, why should I do this in the family? Why should I not do this? Or dictating. According to him, if I got his opinion correctly, he was saying, if you have the opportunity as the wife to help your husband, support your husband, you should do it willingly. You should do it with joy, according to Mr. Emmanuel, right? Okay, let's get more opinions. Hello, who's on the phone line?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening to you.
This is Oladimiji.
All right, good evening, Oladimiji. Thank you for joining the program. What's your take on this conversation?
I think the conversation based on woman supporting the husband.
Okay.
So me, I just have some words that look like questions.
All right, please
I don't know if I
proceed.
can bring it up.
Okay.
See, like we all agitate that woman should get something doing before getting to marriage. So when the woman is doing something and she's doing fine, she's doing good, men run away from the casting of women because they see that woman is full of pride.
Yeah.
And they will not be able to control that woman. Because I don't know, many of our guys or our men, they want the kind of woman they can have 100% control over. Like they can control the person like a slave. So that they believe they can use what they have to make the person look like a servant to them. Not a lover anymore when they are married. Like me now, I'm building my sister up. She's married now.
You're building your sister, is that what you said?
Yes, my sister.
Okay.
To be a kind of woman that will support the husband in the house. Financially, materially, and even mentally, you have ideas to say to your husband. But they get rejected by men because they see they are kind of, they have to go. I don't know. I don't know how you can explain that part because I know I said it's going to be like question.
Yeah, we've been asking that particular question too on the show.
So it's good for woman to support the husband, but even the husband says somehow they don't like their wife to meet their standard, like their financial.
They don't love the wife
standard.
to do better than them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Even to match their standards in terms of financial part.
Financial capacity.
Like you cannot be earning the same the amount of money I'm earning. So you'll be boss, I'll be boss. So I cannot cope with somebody like that. Well, and I see that there is nothing wrong in woman being better than the man.
Okay.
But it depends on the kind of woman too.
Mm.
You know, there are some women, they do something and it will never not to anybody that is their woman being happy behind. So there are some women that is taking full responsibility of their house, this thing when the husband is kind of somehow down financially. And it will not be obvious. So that kind of woman is fine. So to the husband, is he doing anything to make it change? Maybe is he not just relax like, since my wife is there, taking care of it. Then I'm good. It's fine. So it's the both sides. Sometimes a man takes advantage of your husband, your wife having more than you, and they feel like they are going to pour all the responsibility on the woman.
On the woman.
Yes. So it's both sides. But it's good for the both sides to understand each other. Like one man said before, the program is Beyond the Shark. They said it's normal for woman and husband to have a kind of understanding that, okay, if I'm paying 70, I'll pay 30. There is no offense. If you are paying 70, you can pay 30. That's kind of support. Not like you are forcing the woman to do it. Or you just have a mutual agreement that, babe, I'll be doing 70 while you are doing 30. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Abby.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here, to talk about it.
Okay. Thank you, Diola.
Thank you
How
so
about
much.
Kissy K?
Kissy K is fine. He's doing very well. He's on the sideline.
You always sound very agile in the afternoon or in the evening. You always sound very calm and cool.
The program warrants, different moods.
Okay,
yes. Thank you so much. To have a lovely night rest.
And you too.
Thank you. Can I say something from what the last caller said? We've heard so many views. We've heard a lot of opinion from callers and people that send their opinions via the studio WhatsApp portal. And from the last caller, he's speaking it from the angle of both sides. He's not saying now that, the man should do this, or this is how it's supposed to be, or the woman, this is how it's supposed to be for the woman. He's bringing it, talking about it from both sides. And I think the first thing he mentioned was the fact that men themselves don't like to go for women that are, financially capable more than they are. And that's like an issue for most men. He also backed it up saying that it might be coming from the angle that, women that earn more, or there is this ideology out there that women that are independent women are very difficult to control. Women that are working, that they have standards, they are doing so well for themselves that even if you don't give them money, their work can take care of them. I know you understand what I'm saying. So there is that ideology going out there. There's that notion that independent women are very hard to deal with. You can't control them. You can't tell them what to do in the house and all of that. And that's probably like one of the reasons why men run away from those type of women. Now that's one issue. And then he talked about the fact that even when they now even go for even some men that tend to go for this, independent women that are doing very better, they are earning more than the husband. The husband now takes it as, leverage on that opportunity, on the fact that, yes, my wife is earning more than I am, and then I just have to, rest at home. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to do more. Oh my. And they still say that you as the wife, if you still have the opportunity to, contribute in the family, you should do it, but not out of pride or arrogance. Okay, let me take this message from Osita. Osita is texting from Isolo, saying, "Good evening, Diola. It is only a foolish wife that will wait for the husband to tell her to support the family before she can support. No matter how much money a man has, helping out most times makes him happy. He might not show the happiness, but deep inside of him, he feels, yes, I have a wife." And Osita is also saying that, "I get sick anytime my wife has to provide for the family. I have never asked my wife how much she is making, and I don't expect her to ask me money for hair or makeup because I won't listen to her." Well, I think that's coming from another angle. Money for makeup, money for hair. Is this still part of the responsibility we're talking about? But just in case you're just tuning in, or you just feel like, what have they been talking about here at Voice of the People 90.3 FM, you're tuned in to the Tuesday edition of The Unspoken Truth, titled Which Way Nigeria. And tonight, we've been talking about splitting responsibilities in the family and what it does to, us as Nigerians, what it does to the society by extension. Because like I said, this issue, if you go to many therapists, like marriage counselors, they will tell you a lot. They bring a lot to their table, complaining that, my wife said she wants to fight for a divorce because I'm not giving her money for this, or because I told her that she will have to be paying money for the light at home, or because I told her that she will have to be taking the children to school every morning when she's going to work. All of these little things that can be avoided easily. And that's why we are here. That's why we're talking about it on the show this night. We have to talk about it because we don't want to see all of this, still happening in the society. We want to limit, we want to reduce the rate at which this is becoming an issue in our families and by extension in the society in Nigeria. And the voice you're listening to is the voice of Diola, your radio nighttime partner. Well, if you check the time from the studios of Voice of the People 90.3 FM, it's 13 minutes to 11 o'clock. And like I said, you still have the opportunity to be a part of the show. If you feel you still want to call us, or you still want to send message, there are a lot of messages. I'll still go through them before I leave the studios this night. We'll do justice to all of this opinion. We'll read the messages out, and you can still contribute by calling the studio lines. Well, Madam Wright, she didn't put the location. Madam Wright is saying that for me, Diola, I don't expect my husband to ask me to pay. I don't expect my husband to ask me to pay money for these bills. He's the man of the family, and it's something he's supposed to do. Although I'm working, according to her, but my husband knows the right thing to do. Okay. Well, we've heard so much from the audience, from the callers. I'm sorry I can't take any more calls now. I'm sorry I might not be able to respond to the messages because of time. Time is no longer on our side. If you check the time, they also send me out of the studio, and I'm sorry about that. And like I said, every Tuesdays we meet here to talk about the societal issues affecting us. We break them into small bits so we understand and we find way to address them, and that is why the title of the program is Which Way Nigeria, and that's what we do every Tuesdays here at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And like I said, the time to go is now. I'm sorry. This has been the Tuesday edition of The Unspoken Truth, and I would love to emphasize, before I leave the studio, I must say this. If I don't say this, I won't be happy. I would love to emphasize that a healthy society begins with a healthy family, and a healthy family is built on shared responsibility. Can I tell you that again? A healthy society begins with a healthy family, and a healthy family is built on shared responsibility. Share this episode, this particular Tuesday edition of The Unspoken Truth. You can share this episode with someone who you feel, mommy this, daddy that, whatsoever you feel. They might not even be married yet, but you just feel like, this person, I really want this person to see this particular episode. You feel it's going to be useful. Yes, because it is useful. It is something that affects each and every one of us. So you want to share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget, you can catch the replay on YouTube at Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I also want to use this medium to thank all my callers, those that texted and those that called in to share their thoughts and contributed to the program. I want to say thank you for being a part of this space. I always say this, that it is more than just a radio show. It is family, VOP family, and I'm truly grateful for your contribution. Well, should I say this? Yes, I'm going to say it. You want to join me tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. on Voice of the People 90.3 FM for our relationship talk and Guess Who segment. We do that every Wednesday. You already know about the program. Yes, and I'll be in the studios tomorrow 9:30 p.m. for another Wednesday edition of The Unspoken Truth, where we talk about relationship talks. We'll dive into relationship discussions. And remember that special segment, that one that, yes, I'll deliver your love messages to your loved one, to that special person in your life. All you have to do is just send me a message via the studio WhatsApp button and tell me, Diola, please, I want you to call my wife. I want you to tell her this, that. I want you to tell her that she's the best woman I have ever met. Just keep those guest who messages. Get them ready for me tomorrow. It doesn't really have to be your, partner. It doesn't have to be your boyfriend, girlfriend. It could also be your best friend. It could also be, as long as you're just so sure that this person is a special person in my life. Get those guest who messages ready for me tomorrow. And you know how we do it on the show? By the time I call them, they will have to guess who the sender of the message is. So you don't tell them that they should expect a call. If not, they know definitely that it's coming from you. So we don't want that. It has to come as a surprise to them that we are calling them live on the radio. So you set your alarm for that one, because you definitely don't want to miss it. Also, remember to follow Voice of the People socials at Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, and YouTube at 90 Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This is the voice of Diola, your radio nighttime partner. And I'm saying, stay safe, stay well, and stay blessed. Have a lovely night rest. Bye-bye.
think about